Hello, Sisters. My name is Alex. Welcome back to Let's Play Batman Arkham Knight. In the last video, we finally managed to progress with the story, and now we are going to go after a lead involving Penguin. Yeah, remember him. But before that, we also get our introduction to this universe's Man-Bat. And that was actually probably the greatest jump scare in the entire game. Though, I can't exactly explain how, but I will say, it gets me every time, so you know it's good. Also, hi Nightwing, we haven't seen you at all throughout the franchise. Unless you played the challenge maps in Arkham City, which does have a slight story, but I don't think it's really important, so... basically, what's going on here is that Nightwing has been tracking some weapons deals going on in Bloodhaven, and he was able to track it down to here in Gotham, with Penguin running the whole thing. And as a front, he's using this company called North Refrigeration as a front. But this is also where we're going to get probably my favorite gadget in the entire game, which is the weapon disruptor. There it is. Now, yes, it does look like a gun, but, you know, like, we don't use it like, but we don't use it like an actual gun, so, you know. Now, what I love about this gadget is because, like, at this point in the game, you're going to be encountering a lot of thugs that have guns and stuff in combat sections. So, like, if you can get a preemptive at jamming their guns, then that is going to do wonders for you. But for now, you only have 3 shots, so you better make him count. Excuse me. Oh, right, and we also get another story for the Season of Infamy DLC. But while I do try to take that on as soon as I can after some story segments, I realize that I can't do it with the current setup I have now. But I'll explain that later. So, anyway. What was I saying? Oh, right. Now, basically what the disruptor does is that it can either jam a firearm, you can jam it twice to make it explode the next time that someone shoots it, which will also knock down anyone else near it, or rig a weapons crate in order to shock somebody. Now, you do have 3 rounds to start with, and they do take time to recharge. But you can upgrade that to 4. And also, you can get some more upgrades. That way you can either sabotage medkits for healers. You can also get rid of some other gadgets that people may have. But, you know, it's a really good gadget if you know how to use it right. And, well, let's just say I'll be getting a lot more use out of it than the remote control battering, for example. And also, I barely use the ret gun. Although, to be fair, we're not at a point where we need it, but we can use it in combat if we so want to. But I didn't bother to use it, though, so, you know. Anyway, so the name of the game right here is that we tag the truck with tracking ammo, and we follow these guys until they get the idea to go back to the hideout. Now, here's the thing: we need to stick to the rooftops, otherwise it's going to be an endless chase, right? But we also need to keep in a certain distance, along with having the car in view, because signals decay, I guess. Like, I don't fully know the science. Like, all I know is that you need to stick to the roofs, so that way you can track down the hideout yourself. But this leads us into a stealth segment, which I thought I had to redo. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, but it does take me a minute, you know, like, cause like there is a lot of there's actually not a lot of people here, but they do have their own rounds, and it can be kind of tricky at times, but you know, like, so long as they don't come up to certain areas, then you should be all right. I said should be. And also there is the sentry gun up there, but you know, we don't have a gadget that allows us to blind it yet, which is the remote hacking device, I believe. Though thankfully, unlike City, Penguin's goons, they don't have any heartbeat monitors or anything like that, so you can just silent takedown them, and they are not gonna figure it out unless they actually go and find them. You know, that is the only way that they're gonna they're gonna figure it out. So also be sure that you take your surroundings into account before you take on before you do a stealth takedown. Now, there are a ton of ways that you can do this a lot faster. This is just how I play the game. So, if any diehard Arkham nuts out there are like, "Oh, well, you're playing the game wrong," please, this is just how I play. Shush. Also, be careful of the sentry gun, because once it sees you, that will alert everybody else to your presence. And I believe we're actually going to be on this rooftop later for a side quest, but we won't get into that for a little while. So it should be okay. Also, no, I don't use a fear multi takedown here because, well, the sentry gun. So. Oh, right there, I was actually a little worried because I thought these guys would see me. But yeah, it's not the worst thing in the world. So, and after that, after that, I decided to jam the guns because they're technically the only ones left. And I figured, well, you know, may as well. Wait, actually, did they actually see this or? Oh, right. That dude, found him. So, sorry. Oh yeah. Also, for stealth takedowns, you can actually when they see you, you can instantly go for a silent takedown. Though I do believe it will alert some enemies, like the thug being what the, and then you cut him off. It's like, I think that alone is gonna make them aware of what you're doing. So, you know. Also, here is where Penguin does a little speech, and I pretty much let it play out, because I actually kind of like this. You know, it gives an idea as to what Penguin truly, well, like, not actually, it gives a more, like, it's a very, oh, okay, I got it, sorry. It shows a consistent theming with Penguin's character. Like, he wants what he's owed. He wants his cut of the city. He wants his cut of money. He wants, you know, I want to say he's like an entrepreneur, philanthropist, or something like that. But this kind of thing with him so far is pretty consistent. You know, like this was kind of how he was in City. Also with Origins, if you've ever played that game. I'm still trying to figure out how I can do that. But with Night, it actually gives us a pretty damn good idea of, well, it shows that the writing team can be very consistent at times. Though I say at times, because there are a lot of things that don't really make sense in the grand scheme of things. Like, well, I think I'm just going on for a little too long. I'm sorry. Really, there's not much left I can probably talk about. Especially since I've been taking too long with the side quests and stuff. But, you know, like, this one does introduce us to another side quest, which will take time for us to actually use, or, well, I say, to actually get into. But I do rather like this side quest. And when I get chances, I will go after when I can. But I also wanted to show off, like, pretty much all the side quests. Pretty much. Like, but the thing is, with Riddler, sorry to say, but I am not a guide on that. Okay. I am not a guide for Riddler. I just wanted to share my experience with the game, what I think, and, you know, pretty much show you guys how I play. But oh well. Okay, so this is the coolest part of this particular side quest. You can play as both Batman and Nightwing. It's pretty much like Catwoman segments in the orphanage, where you face Riddler goons, but instead you're fighting Penguin thugs. You don't necessarily get hurt if you're trying to attack any enemy, like they're not color coded or anything. And you play as arguably one of the most popular characters in the DC universe, Nightwing. And honestly, if there was a full-fledged Nightwing game set in the Arkham universe, I would not mind that whatsoever. I think Nightwing is really awesome. God fucking damn, my voice cracked. Anyway, so the basic idea is that you have to go through a room of thugs before you can go after the cache of weapons that Penguin is storing in this hideout. And it can be kind of hectic at times, and in other rooms you do need to practice caution, but you know. So anyway, the reason that I selected the explosive gel was because that's the item that you need to use in order to destroy the cache. So, you know. So, yeah. Again, as I said like a million times already here, but I don't. Well, I don't think I said it a million times, but like, I don't really like how Batman is acting right here, and that is like my major complaint about the story. It's Batman's behavior, but You know, like, just like common sense, man. You can't be everywhere at once. That's kind of how Barbara was kidnapped in the first place. So having someone else work on a different case while you're focusing on the main thing, that actually helps you out a lot more than you think. Now, unfortunately, we can't just spray the gel and blow it up. We need to put on the safe cover and then step back a little bit so you can blow it up. But yeah.
Thanks, Dick. I appreciate it.
So, Nightwing's whole thing for the main story is that he will continue to find more caches. He'll let us know about them, and he'll actually help us out for the next season of Infamy DLC, which involves an airship called Iron Heights, which is also a prison. So, back to the main story for a second. A squadron of militia are trying to kill us right here with troops, guns, and sentry turrets. But we can easily counteract that with the Batmobile. All we gotta do is get on the top of that parking garage. And generally, this segment is where we're gonna end, because, like, I kind of take it slow because I never quite remember the entrance point here, but also because it's kind of a tight turns and stuff. I think that a battle mode can navigate this a lot better. So, you know. And, like, once you get to the top, it is brain dead simple. All I gotta do is just shoot the militia, shoot the sentry guns, bam, boom, baka, bluey, you're done. Like, see this? And you don't even need to use the cannon for the regular thugs. Like, why would you do that anyway? There you go. Now with that, we can get on to the main story. Now, Penguin gave us a lead on a guy named Simon Stagg. Basically he is a mogul that is trying to find, well, basically, as Alfred said, medical research and development. That's what he's been doing. But he has an airship that is trapped by the militia. So it's kind of clear that he and Scarecrow have been working together, although Batman doesn't know the specifics of it just yet. And in the next video, I believe we'll go after them, because right now I decided, you know what? Let's go after Man-Bat. And yes, I do call him Man-Bat because, you know, he's well, actually no. You see that? This is a trophy that you need to be on the rooftops for. Basically, you need to supply power to, I believe, a generator, so you can free the trophy and grab it. So, you know, when that happens, just well, you know. Anyway, so Man-Bat is a little bit tricky. So he does have a special shrieking pattern, but he's not always available. So you'll need to progress with the story so that way you can actually finish up this side quest. Oh, excuse me. So for now, we're just trying to figure out who this Man-Bat is, so we can properly plan our next move of attack. Hold on a second.
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample.
Sorry, I had to move my leg. And so basically, this is Kirk Langstrom. Well, obviously, if you know Batman or any of his rogues gallery, then you would know exactly who Man-Bat is. But he's not exactly like the one you're thinking of from the DCAU or something like that. We'll see this later, but well, actually, we're gonna be seeing this right now, actually, because we're just gonna go over to his lab, which is in Chinatown. Actually, with Man-Bat, there is a special secret that you can get if you visit the lab on Halloween, which I may show off a little bit later, or I may edit it in. Well, actually, no. I don't think I'll be done. I don't think I'll be done with the game by that point, but a Batman Arkham Videos has a video about this. Oh, right. Also, I decided to add that because I will get to that in a later video. So, Christ almighty, so many things happening on screen. Basically, once you finish the side quest, and you come back to this lab on Halloween, you'll actually get a bit of an Easter egg that may hint at something else. Though we'll probably never see that because, well, after what, because from what I'm hearing with the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, I don't have any more faith in Rocksteady. At least the people who think it's a good idea. So, yeah, that is Dr. Kirk and his wife Francine, I believe. But I won't be showing you the whole video, though you may be able to hear it in the background. I don't fully know. But basically, what Kirk is trying to do is that he's trying to cure deafness in humanity, which is a noble feat. But his method about doing it was completely flawed. Because he thought, hey, why don't I infuse human DNA with that of a vampire bat? Yeah, that's gonna end well.
Trauma to the head. Langstrom had no idea what he was doing.
like this dude's a freaking moron for a scientist, you know what I mean?
Maybe it contains some answers.
Oh, and I also think that was a riddle too, but I kind of forgot about it, so
Stores all of Dr. Langstrom's research.
I may have to go back for it later, but I don't fully remember. So this is a little mini game that we'll have to do. Basically, we're whipping up an antidote for Langstrom's vampire, or not vampire, batness. So,
That was never going to end. If I search through his
it can be kind of confusing, especially with trying to get the pure strands out. But basically, what you gotta do is that make sure that both white chains are going through, but also pay attention to both sides, like the yellow side, the green side, etc. Right? Though, like, it doesn't take very long.
I created a clean DNA test.
But
Now all I need to do is make him.
we still need to wait for the side quests or game to say, hey, you can go after him now. But
I've synthesized a cure
it's whatever.
in Langstrom's lab.
So, since we're about up on time here, if you guys did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, And subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I got no idea what milestone we'll be celebrating next, so if you want to see that, please subscribe. Until next time, Social You Goons, remember, reach for the stars.
Wife? Your parents? What is it about dead relatives that turned you into a giant rodent?